One.
Thanks everyone for joining our 8th Philadelphia Accident and Injury Google Hangout. Hi, my name is Rene and I'll be the host of today's Hangout. Joining me again is Rand Spear, a well-known and highly regarded Philadelphia accident lawyer. Today we're going to talk about auto insurance and in particular full tort and limited tort coverage. How you doing, Rand?
I'm good, Renee. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. I heard it's hotter in Philadelphia than it is in West Palm Beach today.
You know, it is. I think it's in the high 90s today. It's really a blistering day here.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't know if that's good for business or not, but we won't go there. We'll talk about, I think, insurance coverage and limited tort today. Rand, Pennsylvania initiated a full tort and limited tort automobile insurance option to limit the number of pain and suffering lawsuits in the state. Can you maybe explain to the audience, what each of these options means and why they did that?
Certainly. The law actually went into effect almost 25 years ago. It started in 1990, so it's really been a long time. When you sign up for insurance with any insurance company, you have the right to either request full tort coverage or limited tort coverage. Full tort coverage means that you can bring a lawsuit regardless of the extent of your injury. You don't have to prove permanency. Limited tort, on the other hand, is a less expensive policy, but you have to prove a serious impairment of a bodily function in order to recover money damages for your injuries.
Oh, that's interesting. So was it instituted because of a cost savings, or? No?
I guess the legislature felt that there were too many lawsuits and they wanted to find a way to reduce the number of lawsuits. I think it's unfair because I think it impacts mostly people that don't have a lot of money and can't or don't want to pay for the little more expensive coverage. It's almost like people that have money, they all take the full tort because they want to make sure they're covered if they're injured. And I just think that it's unfair.
It sounds that way. Do you think that most consumers know the difference between the two types of coverage? What defines a serious injury and what that means if they have an accident?
I would say most consumers don't know. I find that when they come into the office and I then explain to them, I get a copy of their deck sheet from the insurance company and explain to them what type of coverage they have, a lot of times they're disappointed. And what they tell me is that the agent doesn't really discuss it with them, doesn't really tell them what the different coverages are, what the different prices are. Most consumers tell me that they would have opted for the full tort coverage had they been explained exactly what was involved by their insurance agent. So whenever you're getting insurance or renewing insurance, you want to ask questions. Ask, what is limited tort? What is full tort? What is the cost difference? And always try to get the best coverage because at the end of the day, it's protecting you if you're injured and you need help.
Yeah, that sounds exactly where people need to be. When people come into your law firm and they've been involved in an accident, if they have that cheaper type of insurance, are you able to recoup pain and suffering for accident victims?
You know, in many cases we are. At the beginning of a case, you don't know the full extent of someone's injury. So someone would typically go to a doctor for medical attention. Often they'll receive what's called an MRI, and we look to see if there's a herniated disc, if there's a protrusion, if there's something that we can argue constitutes a serious impairment of a bodily function. So in many cases, even though they have limited tort coverage, the answer is yes. We do take their case, we do represent them, and we do collect money damages on their behalf.
Okay, that sounds good. I know that there are no stupid questions, but I'm going to have to ask you this one. Do you recommend that your clients elect to purchase full tort versus limited tort insurance, even though it could be more expensive? And what other ways are there for your clients to save on their auto insurance costs?
Well, absolutely. We recommend that everyone elect the full tort coverage, because not only does it protect you, but it protects members of your family. It protects people that are in the car with you. So when you really look at the cost difference, you want coverage. You want to protect yourself because there's really no great time to have an accident. Accidents happen when you least expect them. They hurt you financially, they hurt you physically, and the more protection that you have to protect yourself, the better off you'll be.
I've been involved in a few accidents, and you never see them coming. It's like, oh my God, you're in it, and it's like, how did you get there?
You're right.
If you have a case in Pennsylvania or New Jersey related to any accident or injury, please call Rand Spear, the accident lawyer, at 888-373-4LAW. That's the number 4, LAW Law. Or visit the firm at www.randspear.com. I want to thank everyone for participating again today and invite our audience to come back and hang out next time when we'll be discussing a new and important topic about accidents and injuries in the Philadelphia area. Rand, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Rene.
That's all for now, and goodbye.